Blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope you're all doing okay. Hope you're getting yourselves ready for the second T20 game. Talking about second T20 game, in a couple of hours from now, West Indies will go in search of victory. This as they will look to level up the T20 series against England at one apiece. It's currently 1-0 to England, so they will be looking to win so they can level it up 1-1. Right? I'm going to be giving you my playing 11 and batting order for this game. Plus, I'm going to be sharing an interview that was done by Nicholas Pooran. Right? Pooran, he was speaking about what he did during his time off. And he also spoke about West Indies cricket in general and what some of the immediate goals are that they are looking to achieve as a team. So just give a listening ear until the end and let me know what you all think in the comment section. All right, so let's just take a look at this Nicholas Pooran interview first, and then we'll go into playing 11 and batting order. So as we know, Pooran wasn't a part of the squad that toured Sri Lanka recently, right? We played some T20s and ODIs, but Pooran opted out, According to him in this interview, he was saying that he just took a break to spend some time with the family, basically, refresh himself, make sure that he is reflecting on his game. According to him, when he takes a break from the game, he's able to switch off and sort of reflect on how things are actually going, what he needs to change, how he needs to improve and stuff like that. So, according to him, the main thing was just to spend some time with the family and become refreshed mentally, as for this series here against England. He also spent some time with his batting camp. Apparently, he has a batting camp going on there in his home country, where kids are able to go in and work and stuff. So, he said that he spent some time there with the kids and was able to help them out a bit. So, good to know that he's giving back in that way. You understand? Talk as it relates to the team, he was saying that they are just right now they are focused on leading, focus on getting things right for the next World Cup, becoming the number one team in the world. So as they build towards the next World Cup, the idea that, the main goal that they are working towards is just, winning series, trying to become that top team, become the number one ranked T20 team going into the World Cup. They're saying that he's just got to try and win series after series, just to make sure that the confidence is there, make sure that players are actually improving and stuff like that. He was saying as a group, they are doing well right now. They are being consistent. Obviously, this was before yesterday's game, but generally speaking, the team is definitely looking good, not looking bad. If we're gonna look at the whole picture since this new movement started, talking about Sammy and and Captain Ravman Powell at the wheel. I was saying that they're looking to just continue improving where the batting is concerned, improve the bowling, and just keep winning, just to make sure that the momentum is always on their side and, just to stay switched on. According to him, one of the main things that they need to do as a team is to stay switched on in, important moments throughout the games. Sometimes they sort of turn off, I would say, throughout games, and not being on top of those small moments add up and we end up losing games. So, according to Nicholas Pooran, as a team, they just want to continue winning, continue, dominating series, and just make sure that, whatever they are going through, they are doing it as a team, because that is the only way they are going to be able to get back to the top of the rankings when it comes down to T20 cricket. So, that is what Nicholas Pooran had to say. And as I said, this interview was done prior to yesterday's game. So, he was in a very good mood when he was speaking on that. All right. So So going into today's game now, my people, not changing up a lot. I generally like to give players a couple of games, before I really go switching things all over the place. But I still have to look at it based on my playing 11 that I wanted from yesterday. I didn't have Russell in my playing 11 yesterday. He didn't look too bad with the bat. So obviously I am not going to take him out. Not because I didn't want him. I didn't have him in my playing 11 means that I just going, remove him. He didn't do too badly. He looked good. So obviously my playing 11 don't really matter. Once if I leave out a player and that player goes and perform, my playing 11 become done and void. Not really matter. So I am putting him in. The only tweak that I would make, I really wanted Matthew Ford in from day one. So I have to find a way to get in Ford. And as much as I want to have that out and out pace in the team, I think I'm probably gonna have to bring in Matthew Ford for Shamar. Right. So that would basically be how I would be looking to do it. I still don't, as much as we have a lot of power, I still don't trust the batting to bring in an extra spinner. You understand? I gotta keep the power there. I would probably bring in Raston Chase to, for those economical overs, and also to bowl to the left-handers. They have a couple of left-handers in their team, but we're going to keep that part as is. Just gonna go for Matthew Ford. In Sri Lanka, he didn't look too bad at all. You understand? The games that even the ODIs, he didn't look too bad in the ODIs either. So I'm not too sure how he didn't get into yesterday's team. So I am putting him in. You understand? So the batting would remain as Brandon King, Evan Lewis, Nicholas Pooran, Shimron Hetmyer in that number 4 spot. Didn't score yesterday, but obviously we're going to give him another game to get himself together. Ravman Powell, Sheffield Rutherford, Andre Russell, Romaro Shepard, Akil Hussein, Gudikish Moti, and we have Matthew Ford, but probably Matthew Ford would bat before the 2 spinners. So that is basically how I would do it, my people. I'll go in, as I said, I don't want to chop and change too much, but I really need that seamer that's going to be skillful with the ball, not only with the tear away pace, but during the power play, outside of the power play, I can bring him on and say, see what you can do. Obviously, it's always good to have an out and out tear away pace, but if it's not, if it's, if you have a man that is probably not as quick and is being economical and picking up wickets, you probably want to give him a game, and that is why I'm squeezing him in. So that is how I'm doing it, my people. That would be my only change for today's game. Big up.